Oh, Lordy, there are tapes. Right? We all remember that infamous quote from way back when regarding Donald Trump. But this time, it actually refers to Republican lawmakers. Now, as we saw at the end of this past week, the Rachel Maddow show actually played a tape of Kevin McCarthy admitting to Liz Cheney that he was going to talk to Trump about resigning because he didn't think he was going to survive the impeachment. This, of course, was after January 6th. And Kevin McCarthy had lied about it because a new book by New York Times authors Alexander Burns, Jonathan Martin had come out saying, yeah, McCarthy and McConnell, both wanted Trump out of office following January 6th. McCarthy said, that's not true. So the author said, all right, big boy, we're going to release the tape. So, of course, like I said, they released it to MSNBC. Rachel Maddow played it Thursday evening. And that was the big news, aside from Marjorie Taylor Greene, that played itself out on Friday. You had Matt Gaetz tweeting to Kevin McCarthy saying, see, I told you should have trusted my instincts instead of your instincts. Republicans are pissed at McCarthy. Liberals, of course, are pissed at McCarthy because he lied and said, no, the book's lying. And then the author's like, well, okay, then here's the tapes. You want to call us liars again? We got more tapes. And it's that part, by the way, that seemed to kind of shut the Republicans up. Because also on Friday, a couple more tapes came out. Nothing quite as damning as the Kevin McCarthy tape, but the authors also made it clear we have a lot more tapes. We can verify every single claim that we've made in this book. We have a lot of tapes of a lot of Republicans following January 6th. That's pretty massive, folks. And according to former U.S. Attorney Joyce Vance, this is what she had to say. They're all scared that there are tapes now. Family, members of Congress, party officials, they're going over every conversation they had in their minds, thinking through whether someone might have taped them. It's a powerful incentive for people to decide to cooperate with prosecutors. And again, that's coming from a former U.S. attorney. So yeah, Republicans, you may want to start thinking about that because Martin and Burns aren't playing around. I know you like to think that the New York Times is fake news. They're so terrible. There's tapes, though. There are tapes. Oh, Lordy, there are tapes. And they're going to keep releasing these, by the way, because every time a new excerpt from the book comes out until the book itself comes out, y'all are going to cry that, no, they're totally lying about this. And then they're going to say, well, here's another tape. Who do we want to give it to this time? Maddow got the next one. Maybe let's go to, Chris Hayes. Maybe we give one to Joy-Ann Reid. Maybe we just put it on Twitter for everybody else to share. They can do whatever the hell they want. Now, of course, this does raise the question, and this question was raised on Friday after it was revealed that they had more tapes of all these lawmakers. Everybody started asking, why the hell just sit on them? How long have you had these? We understand you want to sell books, right? We get it. And you're going to sell a lot of them based on what's already happened in the last 2 days. You're going to sell a lot of books. Problem is, as journalists, you kind of did have an obligation to release these to the public, especially, considering what's happening right now. That kind of sucks that you sat on it for your own personal gain. We've had plenty of journalists over the years that have gotten their hands on something that have then released it instead of holding it so they can write a bestseller. Ronan Farrow with the Harvey Weinstein stuff. Bob Woodward and Bernstein with their Watergate stuff. They didn't just save that for a book. They understood big problems. People were suffering. Let's do this. So I do happen to agree. Yeah, these authors should have come out prior to that. So, it is what it is. We get it when we get it, unfortunately. And hopefully something is made of this. But I do once again have to caution all these Republicans, as Joyce Vance said, you may want to start going through all those conversations in your head. Who'd you talk to and what'd you say? Because you never know who may have been taping it. And we don't know yet what Martin and Burns still have to release. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.